Michael Che.
Oh, think now I gotta be funny.
No.
Right,
Yeah,
cool.
no.
I
Pretty
hope
much.
so.
He said you're a comedian.
I'm a comedian.
He is a comedian.
And you write for Saturday Night Live.
I do write for Saturday Night Live. I started last season. It's dope.
Yo, why don't y'all hire more black chicks? Why all racist?
You trying to get me fired? I just
so,
got the job. They
honestly,
just hired me.
Honestly, when they
just hired me.
First episode with Tina Fey,
Yeah.
when they introduced all the new cast, I was like, come on, man.
Yeah, no,
it's
yeah.
like
It was a lot of
four dudes
that.
No, they just like four dudes that I do improv with, like.
Yeah,
Including this guy?
No, he's not on the
I'm
cast.
doing
He's a writer. They
So,
introduced some new
just cast members.
Yeah,
So they still keep the black man in the back.
yeah, they keep him in the way back.
There's like two. There's Jay Farrell, Keenan still there.
Yeah, but they give you a seat or they make you sit on the floor?
They give me an office about as big as this room.
Really?
Yeah.
By yourself?
No,
Nah,
shit.
I share it with 7 white dudes.
That's about right. That's about right.
I write on posters. I stand in the corner and just write. Oh, yeah, it's cool.
Syfe, what improv people are on SNL, new cast members?
No, I don't know. They just look like.
Oh.
They're not. I don't know them.
You don't know anyone on the staff?
They're not from New York. I don't think none of them.
I just thought that meant that you knew 4 people on SNL.
No, the Mike O'Brien dude.
Which
He
one?
was a writer for a while.
He was a writer for a while.
That's the guy we were just talking about?
Yeah, the skinny, nerdy dude.
They poked fun at it. We've poked fun at it this past episode with Kerry Washington.
Yeah.
They had her play 6 black girls in the same sketch or whatever, and kind of apologize for not having any black girls on the cast or
That's
whatever.
pretty
Yeah, it was fun. It was
What,
good.
no black girls ever?
Well,
Ellen Claycorn,
It was
excuse
there's
me.
3 or 4 in the past 40 years.
Ever.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, let's just be honest. Have there been more than 4 funny black chicks in the last 40 years? Maybe that was it.
They should have put Adele on there.
Which Adele?
Adele from Def Comedy Jam.
Adele Givens.
Why wasn't she on?
I don't know.
I mean, Ellen Claycorn did her damn thing.
She did great. Maya Rudolph.
Maya Rudolph, half black.
Half black. All right.
Count it, but she had a hell of a run. Hell of a run. Who else?
I forgot the other one.
It's fucked up what's happened in history.
I wasn't working. I just started working. I wasn't working it. And
I don't remember either, and I've been watching forever. I mean, I've been I'll be honest. So, Mike, I'm kind of excited to meet you.
Are you?
Yes, I am.
I appreciate that.
No, not for the reason you think.
Okay.
Don't get too excited. Because I've been complaining relentlessly about SNL. Can I get 30 seconds real quick, guys?
Yeah.
30 seconds.
Okay.
My friends at home, my white suburban friends, still watch SNL with such dedication that it gets me angry.
Yeah.
I'll be like, what are you doing?
Watch that
I'm like,
shit.
I want to do this. I'm going to go watch Saturday Night Live.
Religiously.
And Michael, don't take offense to this. I'm like, why? What do you mean? Stop making plans to go home and watch SNL. Live in the now and know that the cast is great, but the show has not been good the last few years. Week in and week out, when I watch it on DVR, I am unhappy with it.
I disagree.
Well, you're lying. You're lying to yourself.
I'm not.
The skits are shit.
This is.
I didn't see the season yet.
It's very hurtful.
I haven't seen you. You just started.
I liked a lot of last year's stuff.
Here's why I hate your job.
No, but you just started. You just started.
No,
But
no,
I'm excited now that maybe I have someone I can blame.
But you know what? But you know what it is? I think because a lot of people say that, but I think SNL it's 40 years. It's been on 40 years. The hardest thing in showbiz, I think, is to be consistently funny and new. And you think of all of the people that they turn out, superstars, different eras, from Bill Murray to
if you
Murphy.
go back,
Well, the talent's
I'm telling
unquestionable.
you, if you go back and watch, not the best of somebody.
Yes.
If you go back and watch just a regular episode, you'll see 2 funny ass sketches, and the rest are like, eh.
It's
Even back in the
hard.
day, you're saying.
Absolutely.
Even in the heyday.
It's 90 minutes of live show. We have nothing on Monday, and we have a 90-minute show Saturday
Here's the-
live.
good
It's
point.
really hard to
No,
do.
no,
There's
no-
a reason why it's the only live comedy
No
show
question.
on TV.
And I want to, and I also want to repeat this. Don't get it twisted.
Uh-huh.
I believe the cast of the last decade stands up against any cast they've ever had on the show. I love the last
There's a lot
decade
of
of cast
sleepers,
members.
though.
But even the sleepers have been good.
That's what I'm saying. Talon, what's his name?
Taron Killam.
Taron Killam is ill, but he don't really get no shine.
But honestly, the guys even who have gotten shine, I really like. I mean, shit, they just went through a run with Sudeikis, who I think is going to be a great comedy actor for 20 years.
Sudeikis
Like,
is
you're talking about
absolutely.
brilliant, Hater, fucking amazing. You're talking about high level people.
Fred Armisen. Yeah.
Armisen. Oh, I mean, fucking.
I don't even count him. He's above and beyond.
That's what I'm saying. But this era includes these people.
Right.
But and I think you're right about what you're saying. But in my opinion, the last 2 years, here's what my standard is for SNL to be good. Right, a good SNL skit. The opening's good. because that's usually the best, most topical shit that's going on. Some sort of good cold open usually.
All right.
And then the first main skit, right? Give me at least those, and then one more bonus funny one after the news. If I get that, that's a good episode.
Look, you get that.
I want that.
But you getting it from a week's notice.
I know. I just
before I came there, honest, like seriously, I don't think people realize how hard it is to put the show together. A 90-minute live show. Like, I don't think people realize how hard. There's times where we don't have a cold open until Friday.
Right.
And then there's times where you have a sketch on at dress rehearsal and you have to cut a minute from it before airtime 40 minutes later. And people say, why did that sketch end that way? Well, because we had to make time. We had to fit it in that slot.
And editing.
There's no editing. There's no nothing. You rating the show up against shows that have tested and they show the pilot and they rework it and they recast it and they do all that stuff. We just go in,
and then you're also holding it up against itself, and that's hard too.
You're holding it up against people's memories of what it was. So you holding it up against Eddie Murphy's best. You holding it up against Will Ferrell's best. You holding it up against Dan Aykroyd's best.
True.
It's not easy.
Farley.
Of course,
that's not easy. I will say one other last final complaint.
Did I change your mind though?
No, it is helping. The conversation's helping me get through it a little bit. There's been too much reliance, in my opinion, and this is all coming as a fan, as you can tell, too much reliance on impression shit. And to be honest, they don't have phenomenal impressionists. They act like they got the best impressionists in the world, and a lot of skits are just relying on 4 people doing impressions of people, none of which are outstanding impressions. Listen, they need to bring me in to be the realistic voice.
Right.
I just want to talk to them.
But how are you going to have time to do all this when you're fixing the NFL, the WWE, you're fixing hip-hop, period.
Well, all the time.
How are you going to fit this in?
I love it when you do it with a Redskins hat on. Isn't that a problem?
Well, now you know where I spend most of my time. I have a whole organization.
Redskins,
we don't even have a team a name.
Indian blackface on your hat and
brown face. That's red face. You son of a. So I have a lot. Don't get me wrong. I have a lot to cover, but I'm available Wednesdays and Thursdays.
Here's the problem,
and I'm gonna tell you. Another problem is
I was having a conversation at UCB this weekend about they were talking about Halloween and blackface, right? And then somebody brought up the Redskins, and they're like, "And what the fuck? You're complaining about the name? Why is anybody reporting the unreported rapes on reservations?" And everybody was like,
What was this? Was it a joke?
Well, no. It was like, people, if you want to stand up for something, the rights of the Native Americans.
But who? In what context was this said?
They're talking to people who complain that the Redskins logo is racist and the name is racist. Yeah. If you care so much about the Native Americans' feelings, then help the real Native Americans. There's shit you could really do as opposed to worrying about a goddamn football team name.
I mean,
well, no fairness,
don't get me twisted. Don't get me started.
Yeah, come on. You can't know about unreported rape.
They're unreported.
Unreported. I'm not gonna ever play for the Redskins.
I'm just hold on.
That's my protest.
Are you sure?
No, I'm just not gonna do it. If they ask me, I could care less.
Blackhawks?
No Blackhawks. I would not play for an Indian.
Penguins?
No. Maybe the Irish, fighting Irish.
Well, you're okay with that? Why okay with that one?
Because Irish people fight.
He likes leprechauns.
Because Irish people fight. It's true.
They do fight. That's not a bad thing. I'll play for the Vikings. I'm upset about the Browns.
The Browns.
I don't like that.
By the way, what does the Browns
to me?
Yeah, what is the Browns? and here's a question: why is the Browns logo just ugly dogs? Like, if you see people how they dress up at their games, it's just ugly dog masks. What the fuck's up with that?
I don't know.
It's a good point. The Browns.
I think the Browns that's about me. It's subtle.
Why does no one say that?
No one says it. No one talks about it.
They didn't get to that yet.
Yo, but how funny is it too? Like, talk about Cleveland being depressing. Imagine if you lived in Cleveland and your team's called the Browns, and their helmet is just orange. Nothing on it. It's just orange.
It's just orange. Yeah.
Just an orange hat. That's all their shit is.
Sucks.
In Cleveland.
No picture.
No picture.
No logos.
What is a brown? I don't even know what it means, and there's nothing that
polish.
You gotta look it up, man. Gotta look it up.
Named after shoe polish.
That's a horrible name. So you just started this.
I like it.
You've been a stand-up.
Che.
What else? What do you know him from?
Why
is his name Che? Why is his name Che?
He's Cuban. He's Argentinian.
He's Argentinian.
From Argentina.
I'm revolutionary.
I can tell. Nice beret.
Michael Che, for some reason, in the last, I say for me, I say just the last 2 years, maybe 2.5.
You've been having most of your gay fantasies about him.
A lot of gay fantasies.
That's
Kind of looks like 50 in a way.
Yep.
It's like without the lisp. You know what I mean?
Oh, I like it.
Nah, he's just fucking. His name is just fucking spreading, and everybody loves this guy, and I don't know
appreciate
why.
No, I don't like it. I don't get it either.
He's funny.
Funny. So
Not
what?
Funny. He's funny.
Funny.
He's funny.
I appreciate that.
No, for real. From your perspective, why are you the fucking shit right now? To the point where I'm in LA, right?
Yeah.
I'm in LA having meetings with agents, and they're like, "Oh, you know Michael Che? Yeah, he's about to be this, about to be that."
Like, or could you get us a meeting with him? You're like, what about my meeting?
Why are you the shit right now?
I don't know. I think.
I mean, no, I'm not taking nothing away from you. Funny, what? Hilarious comedian. But I know a lot of hilarious comedians. I know.
You're saying? What else is he doing that's
Yeah.
connecting the dots?
I think it's more focused. Like I think like a lot of comedians base their career like on the showbiz side, and I kind of just focus more on the material and the performance side. 'Cause that's the only thing I could really control is the act, and I kind of have tunnel vision with the act. I want to do what I'm proud of. So I think a lot of people is more trying to, get busy and get money. And I don't really care about it. I work for free. I pay to get on stage.
So you're
how
saying,
I started.
So you're saying the material.
Yeah, it's the material.
So this is when people say they don't do it for money, and you're gonna be successful when you do it for love.
I'm getting paid to do what I initially used to pay to do.
Right.
Now, like I
When you
I
hear
know
like
I
an
wouldn't
interview
do,
with an artist, and they're like, "I don't worry about the money; it's gonna come when you do something that you love so much."
It's definitely gonna. It might come, might not. I might have to quit. I might have to go back to Barnes and Noble and start robbing people.
What was the
again.
thing with no?
We're robbing at Barnes and Noble.
Not selling books.
Not
robbing
selling books.
people.
I was robbing people.